Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Week 11 edition of the Border NFL Gurus Commissioner's Address. Happy Thanksgiving to our neighbors to the south. Just means a day of football for us here, which is a fucking double win for everybody. So, Week 11 brought with it not as many tight games, but a couple more key injuries, and the league is really starting to take shape in terms of what the playoffs are going to look like. We only have one team as of right now that is clinched, and that belongs to Rosterbation. So, bravo, 9-2 record after this week. So we all know that's a curse, but hey, maybe you can turn it around. But enough about that. Let's jump into our Week 11 rundown. We got Joe Buck Yourself versus Race Finkles. Race Finkles picking up the win here, 101-96. Joe Buck Yourself not cracking 100 points. You don't crack 100 in this league, you never win. So nice performances from Race Finkles running backs, and other than that, wasn't that great of a game. But that was good enough for Race Finkles to pick up his fourth win of the season. Moving over to Billy Large versus Rogers Dodgers. Billy Large picking up the win here. Avenging his loss from earlier in the season when Rogers Dodgers knocked him off, 117-86. Boy, fall from grace. Guy puts up $150 every week and then drops a stinker like that. But lo and behold, Billy takes the win. That moves Billy to 8-3. 8-3 leaves him in second place still and atop his division. And Rogers Dodgers drops to 5-6. Billy Large. His defense had a nice day. Carson Wentz, who's been a machine, and Rogers Dodgers, what can I say? There wasn't one good performance on that roster. But lo and behold, he's still in the mix. So let's move over to Panty Raiders and our league leader, Rosterbation. Rosterbation picking up the win on this one, 145-114. So not only is he winning, but he's doing it large. Panty Raiders, that Dak Prescott trade really doesn't look like it's panning out. Fucking guy puts up negative 1.2 points. Negative. Yeah, for the whole fucking game. 3 picks, a fumble. Oof. Shit's going south in Dallas real quick. Landon Collins had a nice day for him. But other than that, nothing really to write home about. Telvin Smith had a nice day too. But for Rosterbation, he was led by Mark Ingram, Drew Brees, and Perrine, running back from Washington, who also had a nice day. And Chris Thompson breaking his leg really did not help Rogers Dodgers' cause at all. So Rosterbation picking up the win on that one again, 145-114. Moving over to Clug the Plug versus Suck My Ditka. Clug the Plug picking up the win here, 120-111. So that's twice now that Clug the Plug has beat Suck My Ditka this season, and those are 2 key wins for him and 2 key losses for her. Clug the Plug again led by Russell Wilson, and his kicker Gostowski hit a 62-yarder in that game. It's a nice kick. And tough one for Suck My Ditka. They have Antonio Brown, who puts up 33 points on the Monday Nighter, and they still managed to lose. So that's rough. That's rough. That leaves both teams at 3-8 though. So believe it or not, they are still alive. Moving over to the Mighty Ducks versus Vic This. Vic This picking up the win, 108-93. Again, you don't crack a hundy, you don't win. Mighty Ducks led by Matt Ryan. Tevin Coleman had an okay day, but nothing special. Vic This led by Alshon Jeffrey and Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray had a nice day, and the Vikings are looking damn good this year, as well as the Eagles. So, again, Vic This picking up the win, leaves him at 5-6, and drops the Mighty Ducks to 2-9, and they are in the basement still. Moving over to Hanging with Hernandez versus the Iredell Beckhams. Hanging with Hernandez picking up the win here in big fashion, putting up $145. So he takes this one 145-118. That win pulls him up to 5-6 and leaves him in the final playoff spot. And the Iredell Beckhams, that drops them to 6-5, but still leaves them in the 5 spot. Iredell Beckham's led by Tom Brady and Thielen, who had a hell of a day. He had a $123 through the air and a TD, and Brady just proceeded to shit stomp the Raiders all day. So he had 31 points. Looking at Hanging with Hernandez, just a solid outing all in all from his offense. Keenum with 19, Cooks with 20, Keenan Allen with 28, McCoy with 24, Kamara with 19. You put up points like that, you're going to win more than you lose. So congratulations, Hanging with Hernandez, picking up the win. And that leaves him in 8th. And the Iredell Beckhams are currently in 5th. So moving over to our blowout of the week. Well, that one belongs to Mr. Craig Travers. He was blown out by Billy Large by 31 points. So congratulations, Billy, on being the blowouter. And Mr. Travers, you were the blowout E. So yeah, I guess enjoy that, or whatever the hell you want to do with that, I guess. It's all good. Moving over to our Jackass of the Week. Our Jackass of the Week this week is going to go to... Oh, where the hell was it? I had it here. It's going to go to Mr. Craig Travers this week. This guy, all season, putting up 130, 140, 150 points. And now when he really needs a win, because, you know, he's in the mix, but he's by no means a lock to make the playoffs, he goes ahead and throws up a fucking egg of, we're at 86 points. 86 points. Now, Zeke can't mean that much to your team. Now, he's a good running back, but come on, man, you got to find, dig a little deeper here and find some alternative methods to win some football games, because you keep doing that, you're going to be on the outside looking in. So anyway, Mr. Travers, you are our Jackass of the Week. Quick rundown of the standings. Let's start with the Rockstar Division. Rosterbation with that 9-2 mark. 6 in a row he's banged off here, and he has also solidified his spot into the playoffs. So congratulations. Followed by Joe Buck Yourself and Ray's Finkles at 7-4. Joe Buck Yourself holding on to the 3 spot there for points 4 and division record. Followed by Ray's Finkles in 4. Panty Raiders with a 6-5 mark sitting in the 6th spot. Vic This with a 5-6 mark sitting in the 9th seed. And the Mighty Ducks in the 12th spot. Moving over to the Benchwarmers division, Billy Large leading that one and has also locked up a playoff spot with an 8-3 mark. Followed by the Iredell Beckhams with 6-5. Rogers Dodgers in the 7th spot at 5-6. Tied with Hanging with Hernandez, but 1 spot ahead of them. And Suck My Ditka in the 10th spot at 3-8, and followed by Clug the Plug in the 11th spot. So moving into week 12, again, we got football day today, which is going to be fantastic. Some teams dire need of a win, but things are really starting to take shape. Next week, we should have a pretty damn good idea of what things are going to look like. So, until next week, keep playing that wire. All hail the commish.